Sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. I've been having crazy internet issues. Like, it just goes down every 10 minutes, and they made me go through 7 days of support tickets before they would even send the technician out. He finally came out a couple days ago. It seems like everything's okay now, so we're gonna get back to work. Before that little break, though, like the little 3-week break I took, I had a lot of disdain towards this game. I definitely did not like what I was seeing. I did not like how I was playing. I didn't like playing it. I was really struggling to like figure out what I liked about Street Fighter 6. And while I wasn't playing it, I started to watch more. I started to watch other people stream, stuff like that. Not always positive, you know, people, pro players, whatever, they're always complaining anyways. But I started to appreciate the game more, and like I wanted to play. I couldn't because the internet was down all the time, but I wanted to play more, and I really wanted to figure out what I liked about the game. That was one of my goals. I wanted to approach it from a different perspective, like trying to really understand why I do the things that I do, why people do the things that they do, why pro players are playing the way that they do. And I wanted to develop my own play style, like stop imitating people only. You know, you can only imitate people to a certain level. I wanted to develop my playstyle more. That's what I felt like, and that's kind of what we're gonna do today. This is not a series, but this is like one of many videos to come, I guess. I think it can be kind of difficult though to even identify your own playstyle. You have to watch a lot of your own replays. The ones where you play well, it doesn't matter if you won or you lost, but you felt like you played well, right? You did everything right. You stuck to your plan, whatever it is. Watch those. Watch those. Note down like mentally, this is what I like to do. This was fun. This is what made me enjoy Street Fighter. This is what made me enjoy playing the game and spending my time playing this game. And then you watch the ones where maybe you didn't play so well. Maybe you were tilted. Maybe you weren't even trying. You know, you tell yourself that sometimes when you're playing and when you're losing. I'm not even trying. Watch those sometimes. You'll see the things that you don't like, that you might need to fix, that you have a weakness for. For me, I think what I hate to see in my replays the most is when I'm scared. Like, certain matchups get me real scared. Certain player matchups get me real scared. And I play like somebody that I do not recognize. I completely ignore all of the lessons I've learned. I ignore all the things that I've been taught, all of the stuff that I've been practicing, and I just flail. I just throw things out. I don't react to anything. I'm just trying to force a game plan that isn't even working. It happens a lot against very frustrating matchups like Sim or JP, where I'm trying to get in and I can't get in. So I just start doing stupid shit. I start quadruple dive kicking, or I'm playing against a really wild player and I'm trying to match his pace by just doing things, and it's very frustrating to see. That is not my playstyle. You can identify things that are your playstyle, and you can identify things that aren't your playstyle. The other obvious thing to do and think about is look at the characters you gravitate towards. In 5, I played Karen, I played Colleen, I played Cammy, and I played Chun-Li at the end. Those are 4 like pretty grounded, neutral-based characters. Cammy, you can make an argument not, because, you know, dive kick, whatever. You could choose to play her on the ground if you wanted to in 5. And in this game, too. Her dive kick's not as good in this game. But you could still play her on the ground if you want to, because her buttons are really good. The other thing, all those characters have good walk speed. In this game, too, these 2 characters have great walk speed. Maybe that's something that you like. That's something that I like, and it kind of starts to shape your playstyle a little bit. The character that you start with also, like, kind of, when you're a beginner, kind of shaped the way that I learned the game as well. If I played Blanca or Honda when I started in 5, I would not be the same player that I am today. I'd be, like, much more neutral skill heavy. I might be more drive rush heavy. I might be better at this damn game at this point. You know, I'd be drive rushing everywhere. I'd be doing Blanca balls and headbutts and stuff like that. I'm not saying every Honda player, Blanca player who starts with that character ends up that way. I'm saying I would be, because I try to find crutches to lean on, and those are very obvious crutches that those characters have that they could lean on. The other thing, when I watch my replays, when I watch myself play the game from years ago, because I've I have so many YouTube videos uploaded from all different eras of my fighting game career. When I watch it, the things that I enjoy the most are reaction based. I like reacting to my opponent. I like stopping their approaches with checking like drive rushes, or checking dashes, or anti-airing, or whiff punishing. I really like whiff punishing. I like playing to my reactions, and I think my reactions are pretty good. That you can't only play that way, though. Like, you can't play raw reactionary all the time, and that's kind of a pitfall that I've fallen into, is that I do that a lot. Like, I try to rely on my reactions too much, and in a game like Street Fighter 6, where there's 17 different approach options, and there's things that you can't check all the time, like drive rush, you have to, like, what's the word? You have to, like, adapt to that. You have to adapt your playstyle to that, and that's what I've been trying to understand more recently. I haven't been practicing it because I couldn't play the game, but I've been thinking about it, and I've been watching replays with that in mind, like trying to understand the player matchup more and relying on my muscle memory and my reactions to kind of play the game while I'm understanding my opponent. I think that's more of the balance that I need to strike rather than just raw reacting, because raw reactions will take you decently far, but when you play somebody who is good, who starts fainting, like Juices will start pressing jab and then throw fireball, then 2 little jabs and then fireball, and like changing up his timing, I can't react to the fireball anymore because I don't know when it's coming. I can't react to it because he's fainting now, and it completely like ruins your mental stack if you're just trying to raw react to everything. So that's when you have to start learning how to play mind games and like figuring out people's intentions. Like, are they super wild? Do I need to play the straight man here? Like, can I just sit here and check approaches all the time? That happened to me. I played Ken in at a local a couple weeks ago, and that happened. He was just doing Dragon Lash, Dragon Lash, Dragon Lash. I was like, oh, I just need to stop these approaches. I don't need to play footsies with this guy. I need to just stop his approaches. And at other times, do I need to be that guy? Do I need to be spamming approaches? Do I need to be getting in their face because they're just sitting there? It happens a lot against Guile players. They just hold down back, and you have to be the one to put some pressure on them and to get buttons to come out and stuff like that and debate them. To kind of wrap this whole thing up, what I've realized is that my playstyle is pretty much just an imitation, a worse imitation of other people's playstyles and of like what people have taught me or what I've seen. I've always just tried to steal. I don't really understand my own playstyle, and that's kind of what I've been developing. The other thing is that I have almost exclusively trained just raw mechanical skills, like checking dashes or trying to check drive rushes or whiff punishing, stuff like that. It's why I have so much trouble mentally when I play this game, because I always tell myself don't think, because I'm never thinking about the game because I don't know what to think about. I've only trained mechanical skills. So what I've been trying to do lately is rely on those mechanical skills and also like understand the player matchup. And that's kind of where we're at. Before I let you guys go, I just wanted to give a very special thank you to my 5 patrons over on Patreon who have stuck with me even though I haven't uploaded in a while due to things outside of my control. But thank you to Sleepy, Leon, Knock, Host Various. And then there's somebody who subscribed, but it's like a bunch of letters. I don't know how to say it, or if you wanted to say anonymous, but thank you. You know who you are. If you want to check out my Patreon, it's down in the description. If you want to check out my Twitch, it's also down in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again real soon.